Hey guys, welcome back. This is Lucid. We're jumping back into our game with with early age Yomi. It's turn 48. So, last episode, we went through a ton of turns, and we started the war in a kind of hapless way with Rus and Abyssia, in that our LANKA spy got attacked a province and got destroyed. I think he actually moved into a province, and I think the patrollers caught him. But he was clearly geared to fight them. Or maybe he attacked. I think he did. No, I don't know, actually. I can't remember. I can't tell because it wasn't in my report section. And then Rus moved in and attacked us, as he should have. And we sent in a cloud trapezing attack to deal with Rus, which I think is going to be this first battle. So here are our brave warriors. We have Satano, and we have the Grand Wombat. And let us see how they do versus a ton of these guys. Okay, one of them just died, so now it is just the Grand Wombat. And it's not looking good for him. Well, I thought these guys were on hold and attack. Okay, wait, let's watch that again, because that was way, way worse than I thought it would be. Okay. So part of the problem is we don't get our protection buffed fast enough. Yeah, so our protection isn't that high. I think that's kind of the main problem. So that sucks, because we lost 2 air-empowered Dione. But this is the thing with super combatants, is they're all or nothing. They really are. So one little mistake, one chink in the armor, and they're dead. So sorry, you two, but y'all have perished now. LANKA, who is moving in assuming that I won this attack, he's got a thug who will probably suffer the same fate. So rest in peace, my friend. Coming down here, Yomi attacking Abyssia. This was a cloud trapeze also, with dusk daggers. Okay, now we are a bit stronger here, because we've got a very solid 34 protection. Did we do? Our fatigue is really high, though. That's kind of a problem. Are we fatigue neutral at least? Oh, we've got Soul Vortex. I'm actually not sure how this is going to go. This is going to be dicey. These guys hit really hard. Don't know if we're gonna make it, guys. A Smite Demon. Oh, it's not looking good. We need to kill, like, they're all enraged too, so we have to literally kill all of them. Oh, 20! Holy shit. Got afflictions. Weakened and chest wound. Okay, but our fatigue's down. Our defense is kind of shit, though. Okay, the damage from these guys is going to be weakening. Okay, we're back up to 30-something. Ooh, this Smite Demon's hurting. Oh, but we get the route. We get the route. Very close. So these Dusk Daggers are okay. They do a fair amount of damage. I'm not sure if this was the best gear for them, though. Okay, so that's cool. We are successful here. Kill most of the burning ones. Because they go berserk, their squad is really hard to rout, so you kind of kill more of them than normal if you end up fighting them. And we see the Raven move in. We haven't really talked to our friend in a long time. So we've got a Ring of Regeneration, we've got a Storm Spool, and we have a Crown of Lead, and he's got 500 HP. He has a Never Healing Wound, which we're hoping will go away at some point. We're probably going to put Gift of Health up later. We've kind of been talking about it. Yeah, these guys do not have a chance. Just more food for the Raven. Unfortunately, he kills his things pretty slowly from hitting him with his wings, since they do a very big 3 damage. I still think that's freaking hilarious. It's a stolen strength 15. Okay. But it doesn't matter. It does not matter. You have to keep telling yourself that. There's horrors attacking here. So these were all magic phase attacks so far. Okay. This is a magic phase attack too. Okay, just PD. We should be okay. Abyssia's commander actually is kind of tough. Okay. So those were all magic phase attacks, and it went well except for obviously this horrendous failure, which, I mean, this is a lot of gems invested here. Like, this is a global worth of gems easily. Or like a big global, or 2 globals. It's a lot. So that was a big loss, but... and let's talk about it real quick, because before we move on. I know what happened. The damage... There were 2 problems. One was we didn't get our protection up high enough quickly enough. So I need to have, like, turn 1 Iron Skin or something like that. Or turn 1 Legions of Steel. Probably turn 1 Iron Skin. But that's not sufficient. The thing is, it's really hard. It's possible. Really hard to thug against devils. And the reason is, they have a magic attack, which is good for some things, but it's really the paralyzing poison. And even, like, having poison resistance isn't really going to block this. Maybe if you have, like, 25, it might block it. But you need really high poison resistance to block it. I don't know how much the damage is reduced for large targets. If it cuts in half and you have 25, it might be okay. It's also MR negates. So if you have high MR, you're kind of better, but it's with how many of them can attack you if they surround you. If you're struggling with thugs, having devils on a turn 1 attack is actually super duper good. So that's actually kind of the main problem, and I don't think I respected that at this point in the game. It's kind of interesting, like, as you play Dominions more, even when you think you've played a lot, there's things you didn't really know. Like, the devils are actually really, really good counter thugs. Like, even in small numbers, you don't need this many. So, that's a good lesson learned, and I will pay to Dione to have learned it. LANKA is moving in. He's got a pretty big force here. With a vampire, I don't know what this is all for. But we're not going to get to see yet. We'll have to wait till next turn. Okay, and that is about it. So, we had some pretty big losses here in terms of the super combatants, and then here's where his army... Oh, wait. Oh, we have it... How did I not see this battle? So, LANKA attacks... Roos pushes forward into LANKA. And basically we have this huge battle where we have a lot of Lankan Sacreds. I don't see Divine Blessing coming up, but I'm not sure that's going to matter. We have Storm. We have Wooden Warriors getting spammed out. He drops, it looks like, Fog Warriors and Mass Protection. That's going to make these guys pretty hard to kill. It is not, however, going to help them from Thunderstrike. So let's pick the speed up here. It's going to be a kind of long battle. But actually, you know, it's kind of working. I think the Thunderstrike only does 1 damage. Got a Storm Elemental chasing this guy around. Okay, he died. So now we have the Sacreds kind of in the front line. But Fog Warriors is really doing a lot of work here. We've got these Dakini up here. the Vine Shield, they're pretty survivable, but they don't have a ton of HP. They do have lifesteal, so there's a chance with regen and lifesteal she can get back up. And the banishment does hurt. He's got some pretty strong banishment coming in the back. And that's definitely doing some work. And you can see it's just a really grindy fight. This Dakini has kind of really held down this flank. But we're getting close, I think, to the route threshold for LANKA. Yeah, some of the guys have started to run. The Devils have made it into the back line, and that is going to spell the end, I think, for LANKA. Okay. So we've got a pretty spicy start to this war. And this obviously was not what we wanted to have happen. The big difference, honestly, is that these guys are mist-formed and have mass protection, and I don't think LANKA got many buffs off. Oh, maybe he did get... Did LANKA do mass protection? He might have. Okay. So I think it's really Fog Warriors that won this fight for Roos. So he only lost 37, which is not much compared to... A lot of these were high-quality troops, too. Like, LANKA lost about 40 or 50 Sacreds and then about 10 Mages. So a pretty good battle for Roos to start off the war. So, how did I miss that? Was that not in my little report? Oh, it was here. I just didn't click on it. Okay. Okay, so what are we going to do? We've had kind of a rough turn. Well, we have a big army here. We're going to go ahead and move this big army into position here, and we've got the scripting set up. So, Mass Flight and Divine Blessing. These guys are going to do Hold and Fire, and they'll shoot off lightning before they jump in. Mass Flight, Divine Blessing, Mist Form, Hold spells. And basically, this is just all I want to do is get Mass Flight off. We could potentially do Fog Warriors too. That would actually not be a bad idea at all. But we're not doing it. Wait, can we do it? Actually, I don't think we can. I think Fog Warriors requires us... No, we can do it with 4, right? I should know this like off the top of my head. Yeah, 4 we can do it. Because with 4, you can put an extra gem in it and do it. I probably should have done it. It's kind of a mistake not to. The other things we've got is End of Weakness coming out, which is basically the Yomi version of Mass Protection. Strength of Giants, because these guys... Strength of Giants is really good on all these size 1 guys. And this guy's basically buffing up to be a super combatant before he jumps in. This guy's doing army buffing. And yeah, these guys are just going to move here. I can't remember where LANKA's army's going to go. They may pull back and let me kind of hang tight. Yeah, we've got a bunch of Shikomi in this army, and we're kind of building this back up to be, you know, this one is moving out, which has a ton of dudes. You can see we've got 700 siege strength, and we're getting ready with another group, and they will be ready to siege stuff down pretty quick too. I mean, they'll be ready to go out pretty soon. Our other squad is moving into Agartha's lands here. And basically, it's just a big blob that we've scripted with Marble Warriors, not too worried about cold damage, and Strength of Giants. And that's it. We are going to be getting more Daitengu. Did I cast that this turn? I don't think so. Wait, where are my Daitengu? Here's one. Okay, we're probably going to summon another one next turn. I don't know where all of mine are. Anyway. I'm not going to go through all the forging stuff. Robe of the Sea. Or Robe of Missile Protection. Robe of Missile Protection, actually, I think I'll just mention. I'm using this to help move my guys around. It gives me no map move penalty. So it's kind of good just for that. It's like, it's very cheap Boots of the Messenger, because I put it on him and I put another thing and these guys can zip around, because I don't want my Dione spending any time not in the either an Oni pit or fighting. Okay. We have another air random here we could empower. Where's our... Oh, here's the one that we Cloud Trapezed in up here. Oh wait, we missed this. So there was another battle here. So our barbarians moved in, and we have our Oni general here, but the barbarians actually are probably going to cause him to rout. Unless he had... Yeah, he doesn't have any way to go berserk. And he has these afflictions from before, so he has more fatigue. Oh, and he routs. Now the problem is... he was killed retreating into enemy territory, because there's no safe place for him to run, because we lost this battle. Now, okay, there's actually another interesting thing that happened here, and we didn't see it because I didn't click on it, but this actually is a crazy thing that happened this turn. So LANKA, when LANKA casts like Disease Demon, it's not going to show up in my battle report, but so he Disease Demons... he kills some of these. Okay, I say that. Okay, there she goes. So she dies. And then they've got this dude. Kills them. Now, you remember how I said a minute ago that these guys were on hold and attack? And that it's weird they just jumped at me? And then... yeah. Well... the second battle that was here, which was with LANKA, notice... that there's a big portion of the army here. Okay, wait, no. This battle with LANKA. So this is LANKA moving stuff in. Notice there's a bunch of devils here. What happened was LANKA had assassinated one of the commanders, and when the commander's gone, then the guys just default to their normal scripting. So if LANKA had not assassinated the commanders, then there is a very good chance that I would have won this fight, because the reason I got killed is because these guys were on attack closest, because it's this group right here, they're going to fly, and these guys are going to hold. See, these guys are holding? So it was that assassination that actually caused me to lose. And this actually is going to trigger a very unfortunate series of chain events. Okay, so not only do we lose it, the fact that if I won this, then LANKA would have won this fight. Right, or even if I just killed a bunch of the stuff. I think I probably could have won. The fatigue thing is kind of a bitch, but if I got my protection high enough, I would have been okay. I think I would have been. So, and then LANKA would have won this. If LANKA won this, then this guy who died or retreated up here would have had a place to retreat to, most likely. So, it was an extremely unfortunate series of events, which all came from casting Infernal Disease. Yeah, anyway, that's kind of what's happened here. Now, LANKA has successfully started raiding this way, which is nice, because this army can now jump over here onto this fort and kind of bypass a lot of the armies, which, you know, when you have a chaff army like this, you would much rather have them tearing down fort walls than fighting. So anyway, I think that's it, and I think that's going to be the end of this episode. So it's probably going to be what we call it, an unfortunate series of events. Anyway, thank you guys. Hope you're still enjoying. We have yet to see any of the Abyssian Assassins or anything like that come out, but hopefully that never shows up. So anyway, see you next time.